Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but there's glitches. There's glitches in the matrix. I believe it's glitches in the matrix. That's what happens when you do real time. My sister Taish, Lightfoot, Luminous Flux is in the building. What up? I am from Philadelphia, people. Just in case, y'all don't know, I'm in from the heart of Philadelphia. But we're gonna have some fun, y'all. Welcome to Sabir Bey Show, live in LA. Just bear with me. I got some glitches on my computer. I gotta clean my computer up. But we're gonna have some fun before I go to the gym. My computer dripping, man. So I gotta clean my computer up, even though Apple had problems too. So we're gonna have some fun, y'all. So turn up the volume. Let's have some fun. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. What globe, what city, what state y'all tuning in from. I'm gonna just have a little bit of fun with y'all. Okay. So welcome to the Sabir Bey Show. So strap in and don't forget to come to YouTube because God knows they might just cut me off of Instagram. So subscribe to the Sabir Bey YouTube channel. Go to my Instagram. Go to Instagram, real Sabir Bey on Instagram, real Sabir Bey on X. All right. Just in case they try to get rid of me, which I don't care because I'm analog. Okay?
All with it. Yeah. Sabir Bey. Truth don't play. Law, history, culture, hip hop. All with it. All with it. Yeah, we in the cipher, light sparking through the veil. Truth and motion, let the ancestors inhale. From the Moorish courts to the cosmic scrolls, he decoded lies that been hidden in goals. Sabir B, the name ring through the booth. He break down laws and lace you with the proof. From Dr. Woodson's text to the streets we roam, he bringing intellect right back to the throne. Oh, with it be it, Sabir B, building up minds, not breaking the youth. Yo, truth don't sway. Be it, building up minds, law, history, culture, hip-hop every day. Mic check, this ain't no fairy tale spin. He bringing Moorish law right back to your skin. Mind sharp like a blade from Kemet's forge. Blueprint solid, he the truth's own source. Cameras rolling, the wisdom broadcast. Facts hit hard, never water the mask. He bridging the gap between the block and the scroll. That's intellectual combat, food for the soul. Would it be? From the matrix to the Moorish way, let's elevate. With it, keep truth, pure flame, just the real update. We ain't talking about no surface knowledge. We talking history, law, sovereignty. The real blueprint that unlocks the chain. Ancient vibes through the mic and translate. Each broadcast opening up the gate. Pan-African mind with that Moorish spark. God and lost tribes through the global dark. No cap, this that Griot code in motion. Truth tsunami, pure mind ocean. So tune in, lock in, set your mental straight. It's a big beat show. Yeah, the vibe too great. Oh, with it be the show. We building up minds, not breaking the youth. But yo, truth. We building up minds, wall, history, culture, hip hop every day.
So what's up? Hey, listen. I got my people from Charleston, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina, come from Queen Charlotte. So if you're down that way, Charlotte, North Carolina, comes from Queen Charlotte. She was a Moor, people. She was a Moor. Queen Charlotte. Go check out the documentary on Netflix. Check it out on Netflix. Queen Charlotte. Would y'all like to see it one more time before we start the show? Come on, y'all. Turn up the volume. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's put my banner up just in case y'all want to sow a seed. Hold up. Just in case y'all want to sow a seed, I have a Zelle, PayPal, Chime, Apple Pay, Cash App. Just in case you would like to sow a seed. So before we start, let's get this thing popping. All right. So The Netflix special is Charlotte. Let me help y'all out. We're gonna have some fun, y'all. Turn up the volume. It's Hip Hop History Month.
Not say she would.
Queen Charlotte.
She is very brown.
I did say she had more blood, Mum.
You did not say she would be that brown.
But I did say she had more blood.
Very brown.
Not black.
She is very brown.
One time.
You've told me he is the king, he is the ruler, and he is the
One more
monarch.
time.
Those are all the same things, are they not?
They are all facts, Your Highness.
One more time. Charlotte, North Carolina.
She is very brown.
I did say she had more blood, Mum.
You did not say she would be that brown.
But I did say she had more blood.
Very brown. Thoughts?
It is a problem. People will talk.
People will talk. It is a problem.
We have already made the trade deals.
Can they be cancelled?
We cannot cancel the royal.
Y'all don't get this yet? You keep running around talking about you black. I told you this is a very hard job that I do, bro. It's very hard. Queen Charlotte. So let's get this thing started, y'all. We're going to have some fun. Welcome to the Sabir Bey Show. This is Hip Hop History Month, and I am the fifth element of hip hop. Knowledge, baby. Let's take it from KRS-One. November the 21st. November the 21st, 2025. Know the purpose of those surround you. It is the thinking of others that can suffocate and drown you. One more time for the gospel hip hop. I told you I'm gonna read this every day of Hip Hop History Month. This is Hip Hop History Month. Listen to this one more time. November the 21st, KRS-One. Okay? Know the purpose of those around you. Around you. And it is the thinking of others that can suffocate and drown you. So the purpose of all of this, people, one thing I do, I don't care if you like me, I'm going to intrigue you. I stay focused. Focus on the signal, not the noise. One more time. Focus on the signals, not the noise. Y'all focus on the noise too much, not the signal. What the hell? Where you coming from, Sabir? I don't know where you're coming from. Where you get that information from? Philosophy, baby. Philosophy. All day. So let's get this party started, y'all. Let's have some fun. Welcome to Sabir Bey Show, Hip Hop History Month. Yeah, this is real fire. So I'm gonna open up the lines for y'all. But before we start this, I have an announcement. We have an announcement coming up. The Legends of Hip Hop is going to be at the Peacock. It's down here in LA, y'all. It's in LA. Okay, so shout out to everybody from the Temple Hip Hop Zulu Nation. So shout out to my brother Dougie Fresh. He's going to be there, but he's going to give y'all a lineup, okay? No, I can't get you in there, so to stop asking me to get you in, okay?
What's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh, and I'm inviting you and your family and your friends out to the Peacock Theater November 30th because the Goddess and Eric Floyd has brought the Legends of Hip Hop to the West Coast. Number one on the lineup, we got my man, Big Daddy Kane. Number two, we got Mr. Curtis Blow. Number three, we got Melly Mel and Scorpio. Number four, we got the Sugar Hill Gang. Number five, we got KRS-One. Number six, we got the Goddess, Wanda D. And number seven, taking you all the way to heaven, you have me, Dougie Fresh. It's a family affair, and we want to see you there. Come on out, celebrate life, celebrate hip-hop with the Goddess Wanda D, the theater, Peacock, November 30th. You need to come out. You do not want to miss this.
Shout out to Dougie, baby. And speaking of Dougie, shout out to Dougie Fresh. Hold up. Why my computer's doing that? Shout out to Doug. So let me share this with y'all real quick. Oh, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So, shout out to my brother Doug. This is Dougie Fresh. Hold up. That's Dougie Fresh. That's his son. That's his father, Hammurabi Bey. Shout out. I just tried to call my brother Hammurabi Bey. That's my brother Charlie Mack. We grew up together. Charlie Mack used to be in our house a lot. Charlie Mack, and he's the first out the limo. I introduced brother Taj and Abdullah to Dougie Fresh when we was in Philadelphia. So this is the type of person that I am. Okay, so let's have some fun, y'all. Turn up the volume like my brother Stan says. Let's go. What up? Turn up the volume.
Down. I want to see everybody on the dance floor right now.
So let me tell y'all this. Let me explain this. KRS-One had invited me down to Miami for this video shoot. I was supposed to be in it, but the way my bank account was set up, I got there kind of late because I didn't have the money like that, but I got there late. So I was supposed to be in the video. So I don't get funding from none of y'all on this feed like that. So I got children now, so younger children. So my account is kind of crazy. So KRS-One, after we shot this video, I did a video with James Smalls and KRS-One. If you want to get that video, y'all should really get it. It's 2.5 hours long. James Smalls, KRS-One, and I. 2.5 hours. KRS-One asked me to come down to Miami to be in the video shoot, but I got there kind of late. So let's get this thing popping. Hip Hop History Month. If you're not here to support it, then please don't try to add your 2 cents in anything, people. Let's go.
Peace.
Can you dance? Let's find out. I want to see everybody on the dance floor right now. I'm about to put y'all to the test. Let's go. Do you know the dances? Do you know the hip hop dances? Let's see. This one is the raw for sure, taking no chances. Bringing back the old school dances, here's the answers. Whether you remember or you're new to this endeavor, dance is a major part of this culture forever. What are we preserving if the children ain't learning? Culture ain't about just numbering and just wording. Sometimes you gotta show the culture at the party. Let's start with the Bismarck dance. Come on, everybody. The Bismarck, the party about to get sparked. This is that moment you get live, get courage, get hard. I spit art, I'm one of a kind, they not me. I'm digitally underground like Shock G. Speaking of Shock G, when I jump, we jump. That's crisscross, but we talking about Humpty Hump. When you up, what? This is your chance. Come on, everybody, do the Humpty dance. Let's go. That was the Humpty, now let's get it chunky. Like Biz used to say, yo, let's get funky. Funky, with the funk flow, we don't stop. Right about now, we gonna take it to the WAP. Remember the WAP? Feet slide, shoulder drop. We did it in the cups, we even did it on the block. Ready, set, go. Stand on your spot. Take it to the top. Come on, y'all, let's do the WAP. Watch this. Walking non-stop and hip-hop and we dropping. We ain't even get yet to popping or locking. It's shocking how many dance moves we came with. Obviously, we and the ancestors got the same gift, the same lift, the same riff, and the same split. Like Bob Marley said, when the music hits, it's painless. You can't tame this or hate this. You gotta love me. Come on, y'all. Let me see you do the Dougie. Woo! That's right. That's right. This that part where we go freestyle. Some of y'all doing the Cabbage Patch. Some of y'all doing the Running Man. Let me see what you got. Come on. Freestyle. Freestyle. Come on, y'all. Yeah. Where my B-boys at? Where my B-girls at? Okay, we out.
That's how we get down, babe. So listen, I had a meeting with KRS-One to speak at the Temple of Hip Hop, and he said he's going to pay an honorarium to speak at the Temple of Hip Hop on history, hip hop and the Moors. What up, my sis? See, he said that was we met a couple of weeks ago in Malibu. We had a hella
peace.
What's up, sis? Being in this room. So Chris was like, "Yo, Sabir, I want you to come to the Temple of Hip Hop in New Jersey and speak on the Moors in hip hop." And it was funny, the conversation that we had. It was deep, right? He was like, he don't want the crazy fanatic Moors. I was, then he wanted me to put some people together for that. And I said, okay, let's make it happen, Captain. So he said, yeah, we'll pay you an honorarium. So I think it's going to come up. I believe it's supposed to be in December. I'm not sure. I'll probably talk with him later on. I'll probably call him and see when we're going to do this. So I don't even know. What up, sis? How you feeling? How my sister doing? Hold up.
Peace. How y'all feeling on this Friday?
Hey, man, it's Friday. I thought the day was Saturday, Sabbath. I'm serious. I really thought it was.
Listen,
I thought it was.
I was listening to your brother DL earlier today.
About
I said
what?
These people are too invested in the fake politics that KRS talks about.
That sells. You didn't know that sells?
But I haven't listened to his show in years, so I cut it on and I'm like, let me see what they're talking about. And all the talking points are just a bunch of nonsense, let alone gossip, because like you said, they're not really trying to discuss how to solve these problems, right? When you think about the problems that plague the culture, when I say the culture, I'm just talking about in general, people, humanity. It's not separated by a certain group of people.
No, it's not.
People are infatuated, Sabir, about this separation about one group against another. It's an infatuation at this point.
Oh, it's funny that I ain't even talked to my sis, but I'm gonna tell y'all how crazy this. And this is like she's co-hosting with me, right, on this show. Like everybody wanted her to co-host with me on this show because everybody else is scared to death and don't add anything to this platform. But let me do this real fast. So this is the video we shot, and if y'all want it, I told everybody to get it's 2 hours and 28 minutes. This video was so crazy, sister. Before I went down to Miami, this is the video I did with KRS-One and James Smalls. Let me show y'all. And if y'all want it, y'all can email me. Watch this. Powerful. Pay attention. This was a couple years ago. This is why. So this was the video, and it was so crazy. And shout out to my Baba. Great.
Gather round. Oh, yeah. Think bigger. Think bigger. This is about life. Real life.
No, Smalls, you can go ahead and talk, Smalls. No, go ahead, brother Smalls. Can you hear me? Yes. Let brother Smalls talk. Go ahead, brother Smalls. We ain't gotta wait on Chris. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Come on. This is my spiritual father right here, y'all. Baba James Smalls.
Now, I'm gonna be his uncle because he almost as old as me. So his wisdom is so up there for.
He said, "My wisdom." What? My wisdom. I love Smalls, man.
What happened?
Give me 1 second.
The clearest because I'm sitting in a car at a train station waiting for my wife. But that's my world. But when we think, what area you want to become, we start with Carter G, who all of his work tells us that we're ignorant of truth. We're ignorant of history. We're ignorant of a knowledge of ourselves. And unless we correct that, you can forget about talking about freedom because you're just playing, So he tells us that one of the biggest weapons the enemy has was that weapon that cuts you off from your history, cuts you off from your legacy, cuts you off from your ancestral truth. And if you don't restore that, you don't have the tools to fight him back.
The philosophers, the concept of the human mind comes out of Africa, or out of a being in Africa. Like I sometimes think about that, like the concept of the mind. Like Who sat around under a banana tree and thought of that? Like, I mean, like who, like what? Like the character, you know, the character of the person that would think up a concept like God. You know, the birthplace of God is Africa. You know, like concepts like God. Like, why would you come up with something like that? How did you come up with something like that? The limitations that you're placing on yourself. You must have an unlimited mind to know that you need to be limited by a concept of divinity. I mean, like, think about that. You know, like,
let me say that a little different, Chris. Because everything we know about God comes from the mind of an African man and woman. Everything.
Boom. Right? Write that down. Let's write that down. Come on now. Let's write that down.
But what they were showing is not their limitations or the need to be limited. They were showing what their possibilities were.
Absolutely.
When you're not limited. And so there's an Ewe word. Ewe, you know, they live in Togo and Eastern Ghana. And their word is Sogbe Lisa. And what they are saying is the totality of creation is divinity.
Okay, that's enough. Y'all can purchase it. So I know y'all waiting for me to put it online for free. But no, I'm not going to put it online for free. And this has been a couple of years since I did that. And it's a lot more videos I do have. I'm just not releasing them because I don't get paid from none of this, B. You got to be like Charles.
I remember that.
You got to be, no, you don't remember that. Did you pay for it? Was you on there?
No, I didn't. I remember when you came out with it. That's what I'm saying.
This shit is, listen, if y'all want to purchase it, you can email me. But this is the weird part. I have so much, like, and I sat back the day and I watched something with Charleston White that blew my freaking mind, nigga. Like, I'm sitting here watching this dude. I'm not lying. I watched Charleston White, and Charleston White said, I tricked you niggas. Like,
oh yeah, I seen that one. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
Trick these niggas. They paid this nigga thousands of dollars, right? We don't pay for you. So I sat back. I'm not gonna lie. This was me this morning. I said, maybe I need to come up with a scam, like just talk shit about people. Maybe, but you know what was hitting me? My moral compass. Because me telling y'all the truth don't get supported. This is the real rap. It don't get supported, right? But I sat back and I listened to Charles and White. I said, that nigga walked off that dude's show after he got his money. He said, you niggas don't want truth. So I have to create a character. This is what he said. This motherfucker. I can't make this up. This thing, he said, I tricked you into getting me on your show. This is what the nigga said. He said, I tricked you.
But he sure did. He pulled the old Trump dude. You know, Trump did the same thing.
I know, but but me telling y'all this, I don't get paid. Like, I can't, like, how many of y'all want to Zelle, PayPal to support what I'm doing? None of y'all. I bet you didn't. But you come on his feet every goddamn day and sit there. With Sabir Say for free right now. But I laughed at it because I woke up and I said, yo, this is some real shit, man. So, Charles, I'm gonna let you see this video, but he said, you paid me because of the algorithm. So what if I told people to get this book and told you about the father of algorithm? Do you think that these dudes will want to hear this conversation about the father of algorithm? But you'll sit on my feet and eat up everything I'm saying. Y'all will sit on his feet and eat up everything I'm saying for free. That's why I said I'm not going to put the video up. That's the father of algorithm. That's my book that I did. That is the father of the algorithm. So the person that Charles and White was talking about, right? Right? The person that Charles and White was talking about, and I can't even knock this dude. I don't know him, never met him, right? So the wildest thing ever, I'm sitting here and I'm like, this nigga just told you he tricked you niggas. But if I sat here and said, this is the father of algorithm, right? You'll say, I don't want to hear this. This is too much painstaking research. I don't want to think. Yep. Then look what he said. No one would support. Look. This nigga was like, yo, you can't knock him. Because I'm sitting back really trying to figure out where did these dudes get all this money from? To have these dudes, I'm real rap. I'm gonna let you play it. But we wouldn't pay for this information. Like the brother said yesterday, sis, I don't know if you saw my video last night. He said, yo, He said colleges should be paying you, Sabir, 6 figures. That's what he said.
Absolutely, but
they should be paying you
Sabir,
6 figures.
to take off of what Charleston said, he was discussing similar topics of how you are talking about right now. Yep. I don't know if you saw that he mentioned that, and he said when he started doing what he called nigga shit, that's when people started to catch on to his name. When he started talking about, like Sabir say, stuff that is non-relevant, non-important. Because y'all wasn't trying to hear him from that standpoint, the way he dressed, the way he looked. People wasn't trying to support what he was doing. And he was doing stuff for the so-called Black community.
Yo, this is honestly, I wake up every day and think about this. I ain't gonna lie. I think about it every day. I be like, nigga, I need to just sell all these niggas out. These niggas go, listen, a pastor can disrespect a woman and a nigga still give money to a church. Ain't that kind of crazy? Nigga, you ain't give. I told you I want $2,000, not $1,300. And a motherfreaker think that God or that church or whatever it is going to save you. Like, what the? These preachers are hypocrites, bro. I said, yo, and we praise them. And this is the wild part. Niggas have a wife like that or a husband like that. That's why them niggas don't separate from their wife. This is weird as hell. I'm being real with you. Like, I'm going to go to church. I'm going to church with you too. Not a problem. What we going to learn today? God is floating in the sky somewhere. Like, it was weird. So let me play this piece with Charleston White. This was the craziest thing ever. He said, you paid me to come on this show. This is the video. I was dying when I saw this. He said, you paid me. You ain't paid me to tell the truth. You wanted gossip. You wanted garbage. You wasn't listen.
And remember, it's good to be right. Only with Prize Picks. Let's get back to the show.
When I come off this motherfucker, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet. Because I know most.
Nah, I done been around. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Shock, jock.
So you telling me
none of this shit is real, he said.
You saying that I haven't saw the other side of it. What you
ain't never see me cry online and seriously
not cry. I'm saying
you ain't never see me sad online.
Take a side that's not offensive, meaning take the pleasant side of it, like, yo, y'all got that wrong. This baby ain't had nothing to do with that or X, Y, and Z.
That ain't the character. That's just me. Hey man, y'all wrong and coming back. But I'm gonna go back and say, man, fuck that kid. I might say fuck that kid tomorrow.
Carl Jung, the great psychoanalyst, he said modern people don't see God because they don't look low enough. That's worth thinking about.
I'm not on the internet being serious.
At no time.
At no time. I think you dumb and a motherfucker. You come over being serious. Pray for my mama. My mama just died. I wouldn't dare do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a con motherfucker. I played on my mama. And I play on every motherfucking body in my face. I ain't serious about nothing.
Niggas told
about what I want to do. I'm playing on everybody.
Yeah.
The internet, whoever in my face, you playing in my face. So I play. And I play for me. I'm a selfish little homie. I don't come to I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I'm mad that I can't remember a moment that can kind of give that example of what I'm saying, but I know every time. I know the majority of the time you take the other side.
When I was serious, y'all miss me. So I would never make that mistake again. Coming on the internet being serious. Why would I do that? When half the things that's watching you are not real humans. So you think I don't know this game? Why would I come bring me to y'all when the internet does nothing but crucify? So why would I get on here and be serious when half of the people will not take it?
They say it's value in telling your story.
It's not no value in telling my story. I get paid to tell my testimony.
Okay, then.
So I don't tell it on the internet. I come on here and bullshit, bring people on live, play music, smoke weed. Y'all miss that part.
So the interview side of you, when you sit down and have some real conversations, I think that's the other side of the character.
That's not the other side of the character. That's me doing a real life interview.
So you step outside of the character.
Listen. That's a real life interview that's being pre-recorded. So there's no live television.
Right.
This me talking to a human, asking questions. You're gonna get whatever you get based off the questions. See what I'm saying? You're gonna
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
But even in the questions, I'm not gonna pour my soul out in the question. I'm gonna ask basic, simple questions. Homie, the worst thing celebrities can do is give themselves to an interviewer.
The interviewers are celebrities.
I wouldn't give a damn who they are. The worst thing anybody could do is give yourself to another person. The real you.
But
when you got, hold on. Why not give it to your wife?
You do give it to your wife, but
no,
I also think
I ain't been home in 2 years.
Yeah,
what
you don't.
To my wife?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute.
Hey, listen, I don't give me to nobody.
That's the point I'm making, right? I think the further you go up, because you got to think, I'm in these rooms, I'm moving real big business. So what I'm saying is, the further you go up, is like the less oxygen that's up here.
Not for me.
That's stupid as hell. Let me tell you, he didn't even catch it, but he paid Charleston White to go there for not. Charleston White told you, y'all don't
basically
want
told him, and he still
this nigga is oblivious to what he's trying to tell you. He's telling him. He's telling you, I'm live right now. This is live. Right now, this is not pre-recorded. So he's trying to tell you, but then Charleston White walked out the room after you paid him. So if you want to know Sabir's story, then what you do is you pay Sabir. You see how that works? But I'm a real dude. I was honestly, when I saw that interview, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting there saying, how the fuck can I swindle these people, nigga? In my brain, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, because niggas don't support truth. I'm trying to figure this out in my crazy head, right? Or everybody be like, your Sabir, you should try it this way. Or Sabir, you should try it that way. Nigga, I didn't try it every way. I just have a moral compass in me. That's it. Because this is the thing about me. I'm from motherfucking Philly. When I go home, and if I'm talking that smack, a nigga gonna check you in a heartbeat. That's my reality. That's the reality. So I sat back and I was like, wow, this dude is really trying to tell him. And then he walked out. He paid Charles and White a couple of $1,000. I can't even get $100 from people on his feed, telling you the truth. So I understand what Charles and White is talking about. I really do. I really do. I've been in this radio game for a long time. Before there was a Charleston White, before that dude's podcast, I was doing this for a long time, a very long time. But the key, which y'all still are missing, is the principles part. The principle. So for y'all that don't know, I've been doing this radio game for that long. That's me, not podcast. There was no podcast back in 2003, 2004. That's me on the air on WRD. That's me on WKDU. So I've been doing this for a long time. But the key to all of this is principles and morals. You niggas don't care about no truth. And that's what Charles and White was saying. And I cannot knock him because
that's what I'm saying, though. Like, when we really think about it, y'all, Sabir and many others that have been real to the game, they either have stepped back,
yes,
and said nothing, or they switched it up. And that's just what it is.
People walked away from this, sis. There's a lot. I can name names that walked away from this.
I was just having this conversation at work, Sabir. They talked about the gentrification of the area I stay in. They talked about why people are upset. These people of color, right? They're so upset about being moved and things being rebuilt and displacement. But it's like, is it us? Or is it the fact that we don't want to do our part?
No.
It requires you to work and have some effort, and you have to let go. Sabir is trying to teach you, hey, you got to let go of a lot of things to create discipline so that things can move forward.
You do.
You have to make a major sacrifice within our households, individually and in our households. We have to, in order for it to be seen on a bigger scale. People do not take our culture serious for what we call a culture, because we don't take ourselves serious.
Let me tell you something. I have a sister that's on my feed. Shout out to my sister Taisha Lightfoot. You know, it's funny. I got stories in golly. So I can't tell all my stories because, like Charleston White, you got to pay me for my stories. So I knew my sister Taisha Lightfoot for 20 years almost. Might have been 20 years. And my sister YouTube. And I remember when I first met them. And it was so funny. Like, but I think I was with somebody at the time, because if I wasn't, I would probably have been with her. But I know my sister, right? We cool as hell now. She's like a sister to me. And we argue like brothers and sisters. Like, it's so funny. And like, She can tell you I never changed after all these years. I just looked at things different, but I never walked away from it. No matter how hard things got hard, I never turned away from this information. I've known Hakeem Bey walked away. I know my brother Kamar Gabrielle walked away. So many people walked away from this sister, because people don't support the truth. And some people get disappointed in this whole movement. But ain't a nigga can step in the arena with me on this Morris knowledge. You can't. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And what happens, you have to be holding people accountable for what they're doing. Straight up. I've never stopped. But I also looked at it and said, wow, niggas don't want truth, right? We want the gossip. I'm going to give you an example. You ready? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to go into this Trump thing and go into a lot of other things. So bear with me. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to share something with you. How things get twisted and how black people fall for the okie doke every time. I want to show you, if you saw this video, you wouldn't think, listen, I'm going to let you hear this first.
People want to be black so bad.
You do know Michael Jackson is black, right?
He's a very dark shade of skin.
No, he's black. He's black. He's a black man.
A black man would be someone from Congo or something like that.
What? Okay, you want me to show you interviews where Michael Jackson
have great hair? How do you think they have great hair?
Great hair? Wait. Black people have bad hair? Wait, black people have bad hair? Wait. Black people don't have bad hair. There's no such thing as bad hair. We don't have bad hair. What is bad hair?
Grow hair like that.
I've seen black women grow hair like mine, longer.
It's probably a wig. Michael is mixed with a lot of races. It's not just black.
He's black.
Honestly, he looks more brown than black, to be honest.
Fabio, get rid of that Jackson out your name right now. Michael Jackson would have hated you, and you'll know why by the end of this video. Before I go on, make sure to follow the person who was actually on live with Fabio. I'm not calling him no type of Jackson. He's just Fabio. All right, so her name is Lotus Goddess. If you want to find the full unedited version of the video, find it on her page. I'm going to put it in the description, okay? I think she did an amazing job calling him out because he's ignorant. Okay, back to Fabio.
No, you're ignorant, because this is what she said. This is what he said. He said no. She was saying, he said he's brown, he's not black, which is true. Michael's not. What we're doing is forcing this black thing on people, and this is what black people love. So let me go to her video. Let me let you hear her video. This is what I mean by the truth, sis. Nobody wants the truth. So let's go back here to what she said. Listen to what he said also. So you can ask a child, are they black? And the child is going to say, no, this is black. He explained to her, right, what it meant. He said he's brown. Pay attention. Grown people, sis, is the problem. This indoctrination is real. Listen.
No, he's black. He's black. He's a black man. He's black.
A black man would be someone from Congo or something like that. No, he's not from Congo.
What?
Yes, Catherine is half Hispanic and she's half Japanese.
Ooh, shit. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael Jackson literally. Okay. You want me to show you interviews where Michael Jackson
have great hair? How do you think they have great hair?
Great hair? Wait. Black people have bad hair? Wait, black people have bad hair? Wait. Black people don't have bad hair. There's no such thing as bad hair. We don't have bad hair.
There is.
What is bad hair?
Grow hair like that.
Oh no. I've seen black women grow hair like mine, longer.
It's probably a wig.
No, it's not a wig, Fabio. No. I know black girls who literally have hair like
it doesn't
me.
matter. It's not about that. It's about how Michael is. Michael is mixed with a lot of races. He's not just black.
He's black.
He has a lot of shades of different mix.
But
if you're realistic here.
I am realistic. Michael Jackson
also mixed with other races, right? So that doesn't make you fully Indian.
But yeah, but
you have to put in whatever your ancestry was.
Wait, but Michael was black though. He was definitely black.
He's dark skinned.
This is a black man. He's got the fro. He's got the.
He honestly looks more brown than black, to be honest.
So he was really schooling her. See how crazy this is? So because you have an afro, now remember when my brother O showed his grandmother, I think it was, she had an afro, but you'll say she's not black, she's Mexican. You see how crazy we are with this shit? Like, what the? But what makes a person black? He's trying to say, if you're talking about a skin complexion, he's brown, dark skin. We're holding on. This is the madness, sister, that we love. Crazy. But we don't want truth. Like my brother Jarrell said, where's the common sense in all of this? Where's the common sense? We don't even have common sense. This is embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. This is why they can put out. And I don't know if y'all ever read the Rex 84. How many of y'all read the Rex 84? Have you read the Rex 84, sis? Anybody on this feed read the Rex 84? Let me know. Have y'all read it? I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Reactions and outputs. That's what it says in the Rex 84. If y'all need to get it, holler at me. How many of y'all read the Rex 84? That'll be this right here. Oh, it's in the Rex 84. If you read it, come on the feed and tell me about it. If you read it. If you read it, come on the feed and tell me the section I just was talking about. Since you say you own it. If you own it, then come on the feed. I'm going to test your skills, B. I'm going to test you. You see if you tell me something about it. Because you know I know who that is, right? You do know I know who that is, right? So this is why when you sit back and watch people on shows and you see through the bullshit with our people, I want you to see something, sis. Listen to this guy on Jimmy. What did I used to listen? Let me ask y'all a question on this feed. All this is leading up to Trump and why he's doing what he's doing, because this is the type of conversation that Europeans have or so-called white people have. Remember when I used to always call this place a country? You remember that, sis? You remember that, Ibn? How many times have you heard me call this place a country? Raise your hand. Have you ever heard me call this a country?
When you look up Michael Jackson nationality, they say American.
I'm not talking. I'm past that now. I'm not even talking about this now. I said the country part. Did y'all remember the country part? You remember when I called this a country? Do y'all remember? Because I'm past the mic.
You were talking about all the states being countries.
Yeah. All the states are countries, right? Remember I said that a long time ago? I kept saying it. Remember I said about the country? Remember I said California was a country? Remember I said that?
Yeah, you said all of them have their own constitution.
They do have their own. This is the California Constitution. This is the U.S. Constitution. Now watch this. You think this is just was a slip? I'm gonna show you how Europeans play the game. You ready? Watch this. Listen close. Hold on. Watch this. Pay attention to this, sis.
But that's why it pisses me off to see Californians.
Hold up. Listen to this. Listen to this guy.
Pulled off the air. You and your colleagues supported us, and I appreciate that enormously. There you are, with all wearing the hats. That was, I mean, that felt good to see. I will tell you, I appreciate that. But you know, the way you're talking, I think there's, we all have this hope that this is going to end and that things are going to get better, and yet it just is hard to imagine that happening. What do we do? What are we going to do? How do you stop this?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. I love California. It's the greatest country in the world. Greatest country in the world. But that's why it pisses me off to see Californians running through the fields where they work from ICE agents or troops in our streets.
It's horrifying.
Did you get it, sis? You think that was a mistake?
You and your colleagues.
It actually, Jimmy Kimmel was like country. Like, it was so funny. Watch this.
Supported us, and I appreciate that enormously. There you are, with all wearing the hats. that felt good to see. I will tell you, I appreciate that. But you know, the way you're talking, I think there's, you know, we all have this hope that this is going to end and that things are going to get better, and yet it's hard to imagine that happening. What do we do? What are we going to do? How do you stop this?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. I love California. It's the greatest country in the world. Greatest country in the world. But that's why it pisses me off to see Californians running through the fields where they work from ice.
Did you get it? So if y'all go back a couple years ago, you will hear me speak about California being a country. Even when I was in Philadelphia, I sat in Philadelphia, downtown in Philly, and I talked about the Pennsylvania flag, the United States flag in the city. I did that. Now, any of these new dudes that's coming out trying to tell y'all these things are countries, if you go back to my old videos, you'll hear me speaking about them being countries. All these new dudes who watch my videos quietly will actually repeat exactly what I'm saying on their feeds. Yeah. And none of them are carrying the constitution of their state. None of them. So let me break this down one more time. Every state has its own constitution, its own flag, right? Its own constitution. How many of y'all have the constitution? And I can quote it. Power not delegated to the legislators is reserved to the people. How many of y'all got your state constitution?
1670, baby.
Think about it. Think about it. So the states have become, the country has become states. See, this is the thing about cats. So you wouldn't pay me for this type of information though, right? You'll watch the video and then hear somebody else repeat it and then turn around and say, well, I'm going to tell you about this. But also, California is an island. That's why I said a lot of videos and stuff that I do have, I'm not going to put it out here for everybody for free. It's an island too. So let me explain these things to y'all. I can walk you down to the beach, right? And I can take you to this island called Catalina Island. How many of you ever heard of Catalina Island? Have you ever heard of that place, sister? How many of y'all heard of Catalina Island? Raise your hand. I'm gonna show you how crazy this is, right? It's called Catalina Island. Look it up, sis. Niggas don't even know that's part of California. Long Beach is an island too. Y'all know that?
That's crazy. That's where my sister from. She from Long Beach.
I'm in Long Beach. I can walk to the beach, show you the island. Ask your sister about that. You can stand on the beach and look into Catalina Island on a beautiful day. You can look at Catalina Island. And guess what's roaming over there? There are buffaloes on this motherfucking nigga. I was like, I was at the Massa nigga. Like, what? Like, straight up. It's an island.
Wild buffaloes? That's crazy.
I'm about the wild buffaloes, but it's buffaloes over there, man. Listen. But the wild part is, y'all didn't even know that California was an island. You see how that works? Now, when you hear somebody repeat it, that's on what? Where they get it from. So, when a dude was talking to Jimmy Kimmel, he said California is a country. Whoop. How many of y'all have the state constitution? You saying you have all these things, brother. Could you quote the constitution of where you from? What state you from, brother, Mr. Nobody? And quote that constitution. That's his name, Mr. Nobody. That's his name on YouTube, Mr. Nobody. I want him to quote it. You know what's funny in this constitution, sis, in here? So why don't you quote the constitution? Quote it for me, brother. Since you from Ohio, quote that constitution of Ohio. Tell me what's in there. You can come on the feed too.
I used to live in Ohio. Yeah, come on the feed.
He ain't gonna come on the feed. He's a nobody. He's hiding. But guess what? You know the weird part is in the Constitution of California? Look what it says, the Treaty of Guadalupe. Who made a treaty with black people? Somebody make it make sense. I'm going to explain these things to y'all, okay? Now, I don't know how much y'all know about the Treaty of Guadalupe. You see that? Treaty. Who made a treaty with black people? Who made a treaty with black people? I'm going to help y'all out. Y'all better recognize, again, get these lessons, man. Don't forget, y'all can pass the plate too. You're getting free game. But you can't repeat what I say because you have to be in these places. Okay? You literally have to be there. So who made a treaty with black people? Nobody. Let me show you what I'm talking about, sis. This is me in Morocco. This is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship on the wall right there. That's the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. That's me in Morocco. So you have to enforce these things, people. Enforce the Constitution. Just bear with me. If you don't know, you should hire somebody who do know. That's the treaty. And this is the King of Morocco. And that's George the Washita. This is the treaty of 1789. But you don't want to hear this conversation from Sabir because it's Sabir Bey. It's Sabir. That's why I don't want to hear it. But that's me. That's the Treaty of Peace and Friendship between United States and Morocco. Because Morocco was the first nation to recognize the United States. So give me the treaty, right, with black people. They have no treaties. So this is the treaty right here, the Treaty of Friendship, Peace and Friendship, and the settlement between the United States of America and the Republic of Morocco. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You should look it up and read, even it's fundamental. So this is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship between the Moors and Morocco. Hold up, let me help you out so y'all can get this. This is the book I took with me to Morocco. It's called The Moors of Tangiers. That's in Tangiers, Morocco, where y'all see me at. That's Tangiers. Yeah. Where your president was at. Barack Obama. And this is the place I was in. You can look that up online. And my name is in the books over there. I write my name every time I go in there in the book. So, was y'all taught this in school? Oh, y'all wasn't taught that in school? Go look up the treaty down. Y'all heard Moors love to play that video with Barack Obama saying United States. Morocco was the first nation to recognize the United States, but if somebody was there, you don't want to reach out to them and talk to them because you don't like the individual. But let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can find the United States before we go any further. You think this is easy? I just make it look like it's easy. So this is inside the place, the U.S. Embassy. This is the U.S. Embassy, right? And it tells you right on the wall about this young nation. That means the United States, people. This is George Washington's writing. This young nation. What nation? So it comes out of Islam. This is not a Christian nation that we in. No, this is not no. George Washington, 1789. But this is the conversation. It's just that the Breakfast Club don't want to have. None of these dudes will pay to have this type of conversation. None of them would have.
They can't have it because they don't really understand how to keep up in those types of conversations.
No,
or what type of questions to ask.
This is why it would be, if I was on a Jimmy Kimmel show and we had this conversation, that'd be funny as hell. If I was sitting here telling him about this, 1780. Now this is after, right? This is before, right? Somebody got some noise in there. I don't know what's going on. Some feedback. So this is on the wall also. We, the Congress of the 13 United States of North America. 13 United States of North America. This is in 1780. When you walk inside this building, this is what you'll see. And then it's in Arabic right here. You ain't never see this before. Yeah, I never saw that before. But again, we don't pay for truth. And that's what Charleston White was talking about. That's what Charleston White was talking about. You don't want truth, and nor do you support the truth. So I have to create a character for y'all. So when people don't understand how this works. I'm getting there, so don't worry about it. Okay, here you go. This is the weird part. This is not a Muslim, Christian country. Listen up. Listen to this now. I'm gonna show you the foolishness of what we like.
I posted this factual tweet and all hell broke loose. I said, Mom Donnie is expected to require all New York elementary school students to learn Arabic numerals. As a Jewish American, I still support this 100%. In a day, it got 14 million views and 33,000 comments. Comments like this one. And this is why Democrats lose general appeal. Kids can barely count in English. How about focus on improving English education first? Why? WTF is wrong with you people? Teach them banking, how mortgages work, and how not to go into debt. But Brian thinks this is good, LOL, sell out. Because his intent is to turn New York City into an Islamic enclave. WTF would an American elementary school child need to learn Arabic numbers? So for those who don't know, Arabic numerals are the numbers that we currently use in present America. It's almost as if their Islamophobia fogged their brains so much that they couldn't even Google what an Arabic numeral was.
That's messed up, ain't it? So no matter which way you flip it, you're using Arabic numeral system. It's that crazy. But the wild part about all
but the common person doesn't even know that. So
I know. Like, wait a minute.
That's not nothing new to be surprised about. Like,
but this is the ignorance that we're talking about. But we love ignorance. This is why I said, you see how many views is on there? How many views you think will be on this? How many likes you think will be on this? Think about this for a minute. How many? Because you know why? You're thinking. You're using logic and common sense, right? Swear to God. Hold up.
The problem that I have is if you're going to talk anything education, these people ain't reading. So if you ain't reading, you ain't learning. So of course you're not going to be able to even understand that simple ass concept because people don't read shit.
Yo, I swear, you got to get the Rex 84 to read the Rex 84, man. It's funny as hell, dude. So the wild part is, he said, teach them banking. I'm walking y'all through some crazy stuff to show you how I am. No matter what you throw in front of me, I'm good. He said, what did he say in that video? Teach the children banking, how to not to get in debt. Should I play it again for y'all so y'all can get it? Let's run it back so y'all can get that part.
He did, but still the gates.
Let's rewind that back one more time so y'all can get it. Listen to what he said. And I want y'all to see how many numbers he said, or how many views. Watch this.
There were thousands of comments. So yesterday I posted this factual tweet and all hell broke loose. I said, Mom Donnie is expected to require all New York elementary school students to learn Arabic numerals. As a Jewish American, I still support this 100%. In a day, it got 14 million views and 33,000 comments. Comments like this one. And this is why Democrats lose general appeal. Kids can barely count in English. How about focus on improving English education first? Why? WTF is wrong with you people? Teach them banking, how mortgages work, and how not to go into debt. But Brian thinks this is good, LOL, sell out. Because his intent is to turn New York City into an Islamic enclave. WTF would an American elementary school child need to learn Arabic numbers? So for those who don't know, Arabic numerals are the numbers that we currently use in present America. It's almost as if their Islamophobia fogged their brains so much that they couldn't even Google what an Arabic numeral was. There were thousands of comments just like these. So yesterday I posted this factual tweet and all hell broke loose. I said, Mom Donnie is expecting.
I'm going to show y'all something, okay? It's because of people like these dudes, Boyce Watkins and them. Bear with me. Listen to me. I'm going to help you out. So please share this to Boyce Watkins and see if he's going to interview me like that. Let's go.
Dr. Boyce Watkins, I'm a finance professor. In 90 seconds, I'm going to share a message that I just got from the one and only Dr. Claude Anderson. I spoke to Dr. Anderson today. He's not making public appearances anymore. I don't anticipate that to change anytime soon. He wanted me to let everybody know, everybody who's down with Powernomics, everybody who's down with Black first culture, everybody who's down with Black economics, to realize a couple of things. He said, number one, he believes Black people should leave or consider leaving both the Democrat and Republican parties. I know that's controversial. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just sharing the message that this man shared with me. I personally am not affiliated with either party. I have no interest in letting. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm a finance professor. In 90 seconds,
So he said he's a finance.
Name's Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm a finance professor. In 90 seconds, I'm going to share a message. Name's Dr. Boyce Watkins.
So he said in 90 seconds, right? So he mentioned powernomics, black powernomics and black whatever. So Boyce Watkins had me on his show one time under pressure. Yeah, it was on pressure, right? Right. And I asked Boyce Watkins, is he familiar with this book? Why would I have to read this one, right? When I already read it, this. And I actually left it in a comment on his page. Now, y'all probably say, well, because he's a black man. Well, who is this guy? You know who he is? Do y'all know who Ronald Reagan studied? Reagan studied Ibn Khaldun. Ask Boyce Watkins about him. But they'll tell you he's a racist. Y'all don't understand? Hold up. Wait a minute, sis. They don't get this yet. They don't understand the propaganda yet, right? But they'll say he was a racist, don't know nothing about Ibn Khaldun. I was in Tunisia. That's why I bought my book at in North Africa. But y'all don't understand the propaganda. But if Ronald Reagan studied Ibn Khaldun, how many of y'all know about Ibn Khaldun? Punch in Ibn Khaldun, Ronald Reagan, Ibn Khaldun, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg and Ibn Khaldun, right? And Ronald Reagan and Ibn Khaldun. But he's telling you about powernomics. Pay attention. Listen to, I want y'all to understand the emotional part, what they're doing. This is the type of conversation that Boyce Watkins wouldn't want to have with Sabir. But he has to keep that black thing going. Your world, black. Hold up. The dude said, teach the children about banking and not to be in debt. Let me give y'all something. Less than 90 seconds again. I was just joking. I was like the 90 seconds thing. So the bank's people cannot loan its credit. It can only loan its money. That's simple, right? Go get Boyce Watkins, tell him to have a conversation with me. Banks cannot loan its credit. It can only loan its money. So what you're doing, you out there, are going into debt every day. You put your children in school, you get a student loan. I had a sister that told me her daughter's not acting right in college right now. She's paying a tuition. Nigga, take that child out to school, my nigga. She just told me that. She's in a university or college somewhere, and she's not doing well. I'm like, why would you hurt yourself? And this is what we're getting ready to do right now. We're getting ready to put stuff on credit for Christmas, which is a fake holiday, right? A fake holiday to go in debt in January. Make it make sense.
Listen, if people still doing that, you might as well start smoking crack again. Like,
Yes,
y'all crazy, bro. There is
you know
absolutely no way you should still be out here purchasing anything around these times. Well, y'all know they inflate these prices. Like,
You know what
there's
he told
nothing you
me?
need, bro.
You know what the guy told me yesterday? He said, tell that to my wife. I said, tell it to your wife. Why I gotta tell your wife? You a man, why don't you tell your wife that? Right? He said, I said, why are you buying Christmas gifts? He said, tell it to my wife. I said, tell it to your wife. Man, why don't you go tell your wife that? See, this is the thing. I don't know, man. I might get divorced, brother. I depend on her, brother.
Nigga, if you get divorced over some Christmas presents, listen, you ain't standing on no foundation.
Let me
So
tell you something.
I don't know who that person is, but I'm gonna say this. I don't
He
tell
be
people
watching
what to do with their money or how to spend their money, but what I will tell you is you're not getting no deal. It's all a scam. They don't bring down no prices. They make all of this stuff up. You don't need nothing. All of a sudden, all these people need something, or you feel like you need to give. If you want to give your time more so than give material things. Y'all need to learn how to work together in community again. You're cooking for each other. You're cleaning each other's houses. You're doing the baby's hair. You're cutting hair. You're washing clothes. You're getting organized. You're having deep conversations. Y'all opening up book clubs. You're working like, guys, it's a lot of stuff to do to give. You ain't got to go to Best Buy and buy another TV. God, dog, bro. How many TVs y'all need?
But you know the weird part about this? You know the weird part? I'm on the phone with him. I'm on the phone with him last night. Literally, like, I'm like, bruh, like, I'm shaking my head. My kids don't know nothing about no Christmas, right? So I'm telling him, he said, why don't you tell my wife that? I can't tell your wife that, bruh. Like, I can't. Well, when I'm gonna tell your wife that you shouldn't be doing that? Like, it was weird, right? So he said it's for the kids. For the kids, like, this is the bugging part. Like, I said, yo, I can't with these people, bruh. And you want to know why?
But this is my thing, Sabir. Even if it is for your children, like say you are legit going to get things for your children, it only needs to be one or two things, bro. How much stuff do you need to give a child?
One thing. Somebody said,
how
buy
much
some
stuff you need
books.
to give a child, man? That's crazy.
But this is the listen. They said that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. So the crazy part is
that's exactly what's happening.
If I'm sitting here telling you, right? If I'm sitting here saying to you that the banks can't loan credit, only its money, you wouldn't pay me for that though. Right? So this is common sense. I mean, again, like my man,
they can't pay you, Sabir. They over here buying gifts.
So
12 gifts.
The wild part is, right? I'm sitting back and I said, I did this. I did that in a bank in Philadelphia. It used to be called, I forgot the name of that bank. It used to be a bank in Philadelphia on Walnut Street. Damn, I forgot the name of the bank. It slipped my mind. Anyway, I'm in the bank. I was talking to the people in the bank, and I told them that they can't loan credit, only their money. So the dude, like 3 or 4 people come from the back, right? They come from the back of the room, and they was asking me these things, right? They say, well, where do you get that from? I said, have you ever read the Creature from Jekyll Island? They said, no. I said, you never read that? I said, have you ever studied fractional reserves? Like, I swear this is my conversation, right? What was the bank across the street from Rittenhouse Square? I'm trying to think of the name of the bank. I could see the picture in my head, but they changed it to TD Bank, I think. TD Bank. And as I'm in the bank, I'm talking to the people who work in the bank with the suit and ties on, nigga. This is years ago in Philadelphia. So as I'm in the bank, I'm telling them that they can't loan their, credit, only money, right? This is a fact. This is a fact, right? So you are creating credit out of thin air. This is the crazy part. So the dude was just was talking about teach them how not to get in debt. You don't want to know how to not to get in debt. I'm never in debt to nobody, right? Real rap, I'm truly not. So the weird part is the things that you want get you more in trouble and more in debt. The things that you want instead of educating and dealing with your children's future. Take your child and let them travel the world and get a better education, if that makes sense. Let them learn culture. Let them learn language. Take them and spend that money that you was going to spend in a university. Let your child stay overseas for a couple of months and educate them. That's from Sabir Bey. You see how that works?
Listen, the school that I attend currently, that's what all of those children are doing. Their parents are going to Beijing. Their parents are going to Spain. I have a young man that's going to go play soccer through south of Spain. Them kids ain't worried about no damn Christmas gifts. Are y'all crazy?
But a lot of people who come here, even some of these Africans who come here, because they have been colonized. I'm gonna be real with you. They have been colonized too. So you're going to feed into everything. And most people get into relationships, honestly, because they want to make sure their wife is happy. But you're not really teaching your wife nothing. That's why you come out to looking like a wimp. For real.
Absolutely, because I'm not to cut your wisdom, but I would tell the brother this: if you really about that life and you not perpetrating, then the woman will follow, bro. If you really about the life and you really got the knowledge and you got a plan, women will follow. But if you just running your mouth to spit game, hey man, that's why they buying the Christmas gifts.
I'm tripping off of him last night. I'm in a way I'm kind of pissed, but I'm like, you can't be that crazy to believe. Like he said, he literally told me to tell his wife that. Now, do you really want me to tell your wife that? Like for real? Like, but this is the thing. When the dude just said about teaching them about banking, right? About how not to get in debt. How many of y'all ever saw this book before? I'm gonna just show you something. How many of y'all saw this book right here? I paid $100 for this book in Philadelphia when I was in Philly. Now, I don't know how much it is now, but if y'all want a copy, I do have copies of this. How many of y'all ever read this book called Credit Collection Law? Now, you wouldn't pay me for this. I paid $100 at the University of Penn when I was living in Philly. You see that says 2005 edition? Think about this. That's how long ago I had this mug. That's 2005 edition, right? But you wouldn't pay for this, but you wait for yourself to get in trouble, and then you would want to pay for it, and then you would try to contact Sabir to get something for nothing. But if I say give me $5 grand, you go, wow, it should be free, Sabir. But I've been telling you this. How many of y'all saw this book before? And if you
Sabir, not to cut your wisdom, I'm gonna hop off, but I'll be back for it later.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right,
so
peace.
This is the Credit Collection Law. So let me show you something inside this book. I'm gonna read something in this book that may help you. Not gonna give you all the game. I mean, unless y'all want to support me. I mean, right now. So this is in the book, in the appendix, right? The Social Security numbers by state. The location where the debtor obtains a Social Security number. Can't make this motherfucker out. I'm gonna quote it again. It says the location where the debtor obtains a Social Security number, usually before the first job. That's in this book. I bought that from the University of Penn. Yeah. But you don't want this from me because I'm giving it to you for free right now. That's why you don't support it. But there it is. How many of y'all knew that? You want to talk about debt? We could talk about debt all day. All day. But if you want to get the book, you can email me at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. But you do have to pay for it, though. Because if I paid $100, goddamn, what I supposed to be giving it to y'all for free? I give y'all free time every time I'm on this feed. Every time I'm on here. Okay? So, you can't pay off a debt with a debt note. That's why I don't sell people out. I don't just jump on shows and just say what I want to say on these feeds, because everything I do is a step-by-step thing. And I assess everything. Everything. So let me give you another example. I have this book too if y'all want to get it. Terrorism Law. I have this one also too. I can send this one to you also. I paid $60 for this. $60 or $70 for it. Something like that in Texas. I was in San Antonio, Texas. I paid $60 or $70. I forgot how much it was, but this is the reality in my crazy head. But I do have that book too if y'all want that one too. But why am I saying this and why am I bringing this up? It's because of what Trump did. You ready? Let's move this one. Let's go to see what happened with Trump. Trump is threatened. That's a threat. It's a threat, people. Listen up. This is how unattached we really are. Listen up.
Anything illegal, you shouldn't break the law.
Listen.
This morning seemed to be calling for the death of some of his political opponents, their execution. At 10:21 this morning, he wrote, quote, seditious behavior punishable by death. He's talking about a handful of Democrats with background in the military and the intelligence community and the national security community who put out a video saying that any members of the military or intelligence communities who are handed down illegal orders from their superiors should not carry out illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
True. You shouldn't carry out illegal orders. You shouldn't carry out anything illegal. You shouldn't break the law. President Trump is now accused.
Let's rewind this again, because I was looking for something.
This morning seemed to be calling for the death of some of his political opponents, their execution. At 10:21 this morning, he wrote, quote, seditious behavior punishable by death. He's talking about a handful of House and Senate Democrats with background in the military and the intelligence community and the national security community who put out a video saying that any members of the military or intelligence communities who are handed down illegal orders from their superiors should not carry out illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
True. You shouldn't carry out illegal orders. You shouldn't carry out anything illegal. You shouldn't break the law. President Trump is now accusing these people of sedition. President Trump has been really pushing this on social media in ways that are rather inflammatory. Hang them. George Washington would. That's right. The president actually reposted a tweet that said, hang them. This comes, by the way, in the midst of a week where President Trump is displaying all sorts of rather unusual behavior. Obviously, he's not happy about the release of the Epstein files. When a woman reporter asked him about that, he said, quiet, piggy. When another woman reporter, one I used to work with, who's a great reporter, Mary Bruce, asked questions about both the Epstein files and also about Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, who was in the Oval Office, and the fact that our own intelligence community says that MBS ordered the murder of a Washington Post journalist named Jamal Khashoggi. President Trump got mad at the reporter for asking about it because he said it would be impolite to MBS. And then he started criticizing the victim of the murder, Khashoggi. He's also, of course, calling for late night comedians who he doesn't like to be fired. It is all a wild melange of strange behavior. And we should not become numb to this. This is not normal behavior from a president. And in fact, when you start calling people traitors and when you start saying that people should be hanged in this climate where there is all this violence against political figures, including against President Trump, that's wildly irresponsible. President Trump this morning seemed to be calling for the death of some of his political.
If you was in the military, I just put up a code, brother Jarrell. You can look it up. Uniform Code of Military Justice, Article 92. Look it up. Bear with me. You don't get it yet, Joe. Telling you, this is the type of conversation y'all don't want to have. Look it up. Uniform Code of Military Justice, Article 92. It will tell you that you can disobey. Okay, you can disobey, but the people don't know. Now, let's move forward. Is it making sense? Those things are called terroristic threats, people. Thank you, brother. Terroristic threats. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? But you don't want to hear from Sabir because it's Sabir. So everybody's getting this nigga wake up call now. It's coming. While y'all worrying about gossip, I'm foundational Black Americans, brother. I'm foundational Black American. Well, I'm going to tell you, we're Black people. No, brother, they study this. This is realer than a real deal Holyfield. Yeah, they study this. These are the things that they study. That's why they know how to manipulate you. Reactions and outputs. Let's move forward.
President. Mr. Trump, the words you have just spoken against members of Congress, many of them who have served in our military, others who have served in the CIA and intelligence agencies, are very dangerous, and you know it. They put out a simple informational video saying that members of the military are not required to fulfill illegal orders. And in fact, the opposite is true. By their oath to the Constitution, they are required not to pursue or fulfill an order that is against the law. What's wrong with that message, Mr. Trump? Your name was not mentioned in it. What are you afraid of? And your words to call them seditionists, traitors, to call for violence against them are extraordinarily dangerous at a time in our country when we cannot suffer any more political violence.
Damn. But
this is a message.
But we on social media beefing about silly stuff, right? Silly stuff. Yes, the art of deception is so real, bro. Oh, it's so real. The art, and if you even read this, it talks about appealing to the person's ignorance. Appealing to ignorance. Appeal to ignorance. Yeah. Oh, damn. So if I was the type of dude that wanted to just get money, I could do what Charleston White did and pimp every last one of y'all. Because that's what y'all like. You don't want truth. You don't support truth. Truth don't get supported. That's what's going on. So now that she picked up the Constitution and said that he took an oath on the Constitution, y'all, they took an oath on this. But if I say let's have Constitution, I did some constitutional law classes too. Y'all can get them. You can definitely get them. I got these books too if you want to get these also. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But you don't want this. Not from me. Because it make you think. And Carter G. Woodson said that in his book. He said it's too much painstaking research. Too much painstaking research. And as a rule, our lawyers are not interested in that sort of mental exercise. This is a mental thing, big. It's mental. So, if we study these things, right? Even though I don't give a damn about none of it, to tell you the truth, because they are hypocrites. But you got to enforce these things. You have to enforce it, but you can't enforce it if you don't know. You can't. How could you enforce these things when you don't even know what they're supposed to do? So again, if you want this one, I'm going to show you something inside this book. You ready? I'm going to show you what Trump did. But y'all too damn scary. You worried about silly stuff on social media. But let me go inside that book where it talks about terrorism. Because what Trump just did is made an open terroristic threat. That's what Trump just did. That's why you notice I didn't put President Trump because he's not my president. The term terrorism means activity that involves acts what? Dangerous. It is dangerous to human life, potentially destructive. Ooh, is this what Trump just did? Is a violation of the criminal law of the United States, right? Or any state or other subdivision in the United States to intimidate or coerce a civilian population. So this is what Trump did. Now it's up to your black attorneys to enforce these things, not Sabir. I'm not in nobody's pockets, but if you hire me, I can sit and we could do a whole show on this mug, bruh. So, Jarrell or anybody, go look up. This is written in my book too. Title 18, United States Code, Section 2331. Look up Title 18 of the United States Codes, 18, Section 2331. So how the hell we got all these smart people in these positions that don't know this? But we over here arguing crazy stuff. Well, brother, I'm going to tell you, it's the white supremacy. I know it is. Y'all better read, man. Read. It's not against the law yet. It probably will be messing with these cats. It probably would. Okay? Probably would be. But Trump just made a threat to those people. This is why they know that you ain't going to do anything. No, let's move forward. If somebody else did a tweet like that and said something like that against some Congress people, whatever, nigga, they be knocking on your front door. Listen up.
This morning, Donald Trump tweeted out death by hanging to Democratic officials and former service people. Why? because they put out a video letting active duty troops know that they have not only a right, but a responsibility to refuse unlawful orders. This is really important, and they're right. So 2 things about this. Number 1, Donald Trump is a fascist. He needs to be removed from power. It needs to happen now. He cannot be contained. He is out to violently suppress, as violently as necessary, anybody who depose him. This is his threat, and he means it. We are running out of time to stop this man. Number 2, it is entirely possible to drive him from power, non-violently, but with millions, the millions who hate him and have shown their opposition converging in Washington, D.C., and not stopping until he's removed. The very fact that he had to tweet out this threat shows that he feels some vulnerability. He knows there are many, many troops who feel deeply uncomfortable, unsettled with the war crimes they're being called on to commit, bombing and assassinating 83 fishermen off the coast of Venezuela, with the occupation of U.S. cities. People know this is not the use that people signed up for in serving the military. So he knows there's splits and divisions at every level of society, and he is trying to shore people up and whip them into line and intimidate them into going along. What we need to understand is if millions rose up non-violently but relentlessly in this capital and across the country demanding Trump must go, we could split those divisions wide open in a way that is favorable to everybody who's opposed to Trump's lawlessness, and this could bring about Trump's removal. We are running out of time. He is deadly serious, but we still have time, and there is a way, so get to D.C.
Wow, they have something on that. So family, you doing all this typing, copy and paste real quick. Listen, what you should do, nobody, you should be doing the same thing, bro. If I say look it up, because you're getting this for free, I know you are. But if you would like to support, you can. I doubt if you do, though. That's the yellow, Mr. Nobody. Let's see if you support it at Cash App. I do have a Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and Chime, brother. Don't act like you don't see it. Okay? He doing all of you, brother. He always got it. He said, well, Jarrell, you doing a cut and paste real fast. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hurry up and do it. You're supposed to research because you're getting it for free. I told you I'm going to be like Charleston White and charge off for every goddamn thing. Gangs. Mother freaking New York. What people do for my people do for money. Damn. Seen that lady, man. Feeling that body, man. Niggas do for money, baby. Crazy. Crazy. But
Man came around in the neighborhood. And he promised to take you to Hollywood. That's what he said. He played with your head. And then he skipped town with all your bread. Got hit by a car to the ground. And people all the to gather around. And he was hurt so bad it seemed to be. But he was only down for Karen to see. Ladies at the corner look so fine. And man, oh man, I wish she was mine. I mean, she looks so cute with her skin tight suit. But she was selling that body as a prostitute. Well, it might sound sad or might sound funny, but that's what people do for money.
It's hip hop history, my baby.
My man doing bad, commit a crime. They caught me to act, now he's doing time. And I have to fight with tears in his eyes. And I did it for the MONEY. I got no money and time getting rough. But that ain't enough. I can get a gun and stick up the one. And lay up. Sorry for what I've done. Girl married against the law. She married a man she never seen before. And then she split that up. Flip, 'cause it was all for citizenship. Well, it might sound sad or might sound funny, but that's what people do for money.
Don't make money your God, baby. You don't even have monies. But if you want to have this conversation with me, we can definitely have a conversation about all of this. We definitely can have a conversation. I'm so versatile on what I do. So learning to think for yourself. You need to consider how opinions are formed. Okay? Stop getting influenced by people that's on social media. This is American civics books that I do have. I have an American civics book, and if you want to get this book, I had this book for years. This is an 8th grade American civics book. Our republic can only work if citizens are willing to think for themselves and not simply accept what others tell them. Okay? So if you got something for free on this feed, brother, I would appreciate it if you donate something also, since you're saying I have great streams. So how about you support the great streams also? Okay? So I am getting ready to get off of here in a minute because I do have to go to the gym. I got to get my physical and my mental right. So this is in the Constitution. The word democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. Democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. You don't get it? Not once. Think for yourself. All right? I don't need you to follow me, worship me, none of that. I'm not into the crowd pleasing. But if y'all want to see some fun, you can go get those cats that you think is that sharp, then we can have some mother freaking fun, boy. Okay? Because I really study all of these things. Engineering Consent Mug by Edward Bernays. This is his uncle. This is what they study. Okay? That's what they study. That's why they know how to manipulate the masses of y'all. And I don't follow crowds. I definitely don't follow crowds at all. I go the opposite way. But if y'all want to have some fun, you can set it up. Let me put my banner back up here. Okay. So let me play this thing with Armstrong Williams. I'm trying to show you how these black people are playing themselves. If this is the other one, hold on, I gotta play this one. Hold up. Let's find this one too. I'm gonna show you these Negroes like Armstrong Williams. So somebody sent us to Armstrong Williams too. You know, he's on Instagram a lot, kissing behind. He's in Israel right now, but this is Armstrong Williams. Let me tell you how crazy they want to be something so bad, so bad, that this dude called him the mayor of New York, and this nigga didn't say, I'm not. Somebody go send us to Armstrong Williams.
I just want to say that I'm very blessed that God, I believe everything is from God. I'm sure
he's in Israel. Armstrong Williams.
You were the right person at the right time, and I'm going to tell you the Jewish people are going to miss you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You know that.
Thank you.
You're here for the weekend?
It's for prayer, brother. For prayer. Yeah.
We have a big event downstairs. You're more than welcome on guests. We have all the, I know you work with healthcare, all the healthcare people are here. I would love you to be join the Shy. The mayor of New York said hello.
What? This nigga, well, he wanted
my brother, mayor of New York, Adams.
Ken. That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you. But
did you see how crazy that this was? This nigga wants to be something so bad. Armstrong wins a butt. These are the Negroes right here. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Just wanted to say that
He's in Israel. Why? He's a Christian.
I'm very blessed that God, I believe everything is from God. I'm sure you, and you are the right person at the right time. And I'm going to tell you, the Jewish people are going to miss you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank
Hope
you.
you know
for,
that.
Thank you.
You're here for the weekend?
It's for prayer, brother. For prayer. Yeah.
We have a big event downstairs. You're more than welcome on guests. We have all the, I know you work with healthcare, all the healthcare people are here. We would love you to be join the Shy. The mayor of New York said hello.
What?
It's my brother, mayor of New York.
Oh my God, these people. I
Ken.
know these cats is. I'd have been like, no, nigga, I'm not the mayor of New York, nigga. Yo, yes, boss. Yes, boss. He went over to Israel, yo. This is what Armstrong Williams. He went over to Israel. Kind of crazy, right? So, y'all want to know why we're where we at? It's because of people like that. So, I'm gonna put my email up here, y'all, one more time because I do got to get off of this feed and go to the gym. But I do appreciate everybody, man. Support, show your love. Today is Friday. Maybe I can go get something. I don't know, but I appreciate everybody that comes to the cipher. But email it, share this out to everybody. Share it out. And I'm open for any lectures. You want any of the videos or the books I just sent you? Please reach out to me. My email in the yellow. I thank y'all so much, but I gotta go. But wake up. Happy Hip Hop History Month, baby.
You know, there's a difference between dreaming and visualizing. Which one are you doing? Food gone up, gasoline up, full-time employment passing me up, bills piling up, Billy this sucks, I need a couple bucks, really I'm stuck. Here comes a truck, pulling right up, it says bricks, now I'm thinking what's up, but now what I'm thinking about, yo duck, 20, 30, 40 shots of the truck, I'm ducking, running, jumping, looking for what, some couple fuckers, brother, everything's nuts, but yo, I can see some others with gats, brakes firing, they firing back, rap, tat, then I woke up.
Wake up, baby.
Doctor, help me out. What's this all about? What's this condition? I gotta figure out. Am I really out? And I really doubt. Give me the remedy. What is the amount? Whatever you telling me, selling me, compelling me, you're the light in me ain't out. Anyway, I enter cast, remember knowledge. I search it forever. They shout. South Bronx, South Bronx,
South Philly, South Philly,
South Bronx, South Bronx. Then I woke up. Well, I guess I'm out on my own. With this condition, it won't be long before for sure my little sanity's gone. I'm living up for nothing, losing my home. Kids in the street, wife alone. I want to tell this very microphone. But then my friend, the light was shown. It came through my inner cellular phone. Get up and get out, my spirit will shout. Commitment is what love is really about. No doubt and no out, just up and about. I think I'm going to take the spiritual route. Then I woke up. Then I realized I'm out of my purpose, out of my purpose, and doing my work. I went on a search.
Are y'all getting this? Know your purpose, baby.
Then I realized I'm out of my purpose, and doing my work. I went on a search inside of myself for true health, love, awareness, and wealth. I went to the temple and opened my mind. Then I realized I'm out of my purpose, and doing my work. I went on a search inside of myself for true health, love, awareness, and wealth. I went to the temple and opened my mental. I learned that I'm the cause of all, and I've been through the whole environment. It's really within you. Reach inside your heart and write a new menu. I'ma be the change that I want to see. Now I can see that I'm really free. Everything is really always something else. Tell yourself a different story about self. Do you have the courage to be you? All that talk that you talk, is it really you? Oh, silly you. Oh, silly me. Your tongue is killing you, not killing me. I'm feeling free to be just what I want to be. Easily to see, cause I woke up. When I woke up, my debt went down, my locks broke up, my rent went down, my stocks went up, my car sped up, my pockets swell up, my life I found. I'm not so fed up, it's time to get up a clear mind, switch my life around. Now I can see where the help is at, the health, love, awareness, and wealth is at, cause I woke up.
Share it out.
Cause I woke up. I woke up. When I woke up, I woke up. Play that back.
Peace.